Well, this is my Super Bowl hors d'oeuvre ideas. Now, this is my shrimp scampi dip. It's so popular. Every time I make it, people just go crazy for it. Ingredients you'll need. I've listed everything here that you'll need, and you can just stop the video and write it down. You'll need to preheat your oven to 375 degrees. First up, I grate 1 cup of mozzarella cheese. You can use full fat or skim. It's up to you. I like full fat. I like to gild the lily, as they say. And then next, I just add the grated cheese to the mixing bowl. I'm using a stand mixer to mix everything together. And then next, I add room temperature cream cheese, 8 ounces. And then I add 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And then I add 1 cup of sour cream. And now I'm adding 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. You'll notice there's no salt in this because you don't need it. There is so much salt in the mayonnaise and the Parmesan cheese. Everything has salt in it. So it would be too salty if you did add it. And then 2 tablespoons of panko breadcrumbs I added. And now I'm going to mix it on high. And this is to fully incorporate everything. And I will scrape down the bowl in between. I don't show you before I take it out. And now I'm just going to take it out. I'm going to put it in a storage container in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use it, make the actual dip. And that's because I've got to cook the shrimp now. And I have a few other steps. So I do all that before I put everything together. So I put it in the refrigerator to keep it cold. And now I am just, to a plate, I add 6 cloves of minced garlic. Again, I'm using a garlic press. You can use, of course, a knife and a cutting board to do it. Next, I add a generous pinch of red chili flakes to the plate. And I'm going to measure out 1/2 cup of vermouth. I'm out of white wine, so I'm using vermouth, which is a perfectly acceptable substitution. Next, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons to the stock pot. I have it over a medium flame right now. Once the butter is melted, I add 1 pound of deveined shrimp. I'm using Walmart's 13 to 15 shrimp. I mean, there's 13 to 15 shrimp per pound. And I'm going to stir everything around. I'm going to add the minced garlic and red pepper flakes. I'm going to mix well. And then I add the wine or vermouth in this case. And I finally chop 1/2 cup of parsley. Into a bowl, I add 4 tablespoons of panko breadcrumbs. Then I add the 1/2 cup of finely chopped parsley. And in the microwave, I melt 2 tablespoons of butter in a heat-proof measuring cup. Then I add the zest of 1 lemon. I mix well. And then I add 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Next, I add a small pinch of salt. That's the only salt I'm adding, by the way. Then I mix well. I bring the shrimp off to cool, and then I remove all the shrimp out of the pan, and I'm going to put the stock pot back on the stove over a medium flame and reduce the cooking juice by 1/2. We're going to use it later. Then I remove all the shells from the shrimps, and you've got to make sure you get it all off, by the way. I always double check. Then I cut the shrimp into 1/4-inch pieces. And then I'm going to put this shrimp into a large mixing bowl. And I'm going to take out of the refrigerator the cheese mixture that I made earlier and put it in the bowl, and I'm going to mix everything together very well. Next, I'm adding the reduced shrimp cooking liquid, and I'm mixing it back in. And the reason why this is so important is because we cook the shrimp in this cooking liquid It has all the garlic and the vermouth. It has such depth of flavor. It just adds like this incredible inami, just delicious flavor to the dip. You really want it. Just make sure there's no shells in the cooking liquid, by the way, and you mix it well. And then after that's done, I put the dip into a baking dish. I'm using the one that my cousin Helen over at Helen Can't Imagine. She has a YouTube channel. She's over in Tennessee. And this is a baking dish that can directly go in the oven. It's a Anchor Hocking. And then I just put the breadcrumb topping that I made, the herby one, and I'm going to evenly distribute it on the top of the dip. And then I'm going to put it in the preheated 375 degree oven, and it's going to bake for 20 minutes at 375. And then for 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to turn it on broil and make sure you don't burn it. And let the top get all nice and brown and golden. I serve it with crusty bread or Ritz crackers. That's pretty standard. And you bring it out, let it cool for a moment. And this is what it looks like. It's so delicious, so incredible. If you make it, I guarantee you everyone will love it. To help our channel grow, we're asking everybody to please like, subscribe, and comment. If you're enjoying our content, and we really hope that you are, please consider becoming a subscriber. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help us out tremendously. We also ask that you please watch the video from beginning to end. This also helps us out. It's all because of how the YouTube algorithm works. Otherwise, we stay hidden. And we want to grow, so all these things are necessary for growth on YouTube. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you soon. We post new videos 3 times a week, on Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider becoming one. It doesn't cost you anything. And also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss one of our videos. We'll see you real soon. We want to profoundly thank everyone for watching. We're very grateful to all of our new and old subscribers for supporting us and helping us grow. The horrific wildfires in Southern California and the hurricanes Helene and Milton have destroyed lives and communities, affecting so many here in the U.S. They have a very long road to recovery, so we're encouraging everybody to help those in need by donating to the American Red Cross, the Salvation Army, World Central Kitchen, All Hands and Hearts, AmeriCares, Operation Blessing, and Save the Children. We're not affiliated with any of these organizations, but we know they're doing good work on the ground. As always, please stay safe and be blessed, and we'll see you real soon. Daisy, play nice. Play nice, little girl.